Welcome to Femme Futurist, the podcast where we discuss topics that impact women in today's society. In today's episode, we dive deep into the role of social media in the sexualization of women. I'm your host, Fatin, and joining me is Becky and Jiun. Okay, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Baqiyah binti Zukhi, but people call me Becky.
How about Jiun?
You can call me Jiun or Jiun. So basically, I'm the student who taking minoring in gender study. So I'm interested with this topic. That's why you are invited me into the podcast.
Okay. We are going to talk about the sexualization of women in social media. Can we start with how you guys understand about it? Give me a general idea of what you understand about it.
So, from my perspective, sexualization on women, it's they have been facing degrading, from their bodies. When it comes to social media, they face a lot of negative comments.
So for me, the general idea of sexualization is degrading women as sex object. So that is a general understanding of it. So the consequences of degrading women as sex object actually will affect how the society treating women. It's not only about sexualizing women in social media. You can see women are being sexualized. The sexuality of women are being making fun. Sexualizing women can be expanded to more social institutions. Even in marriage, women are required to doing more stuff in the family. That is also can be form of sexualizations due to the sexuality of women itself.
To my understanding is that we cannot just see sexualization on women just through social media posting. It's more than that.
Yes.
We're actually talking about the sexualization on women within the scope of social media. Why do you think this is a problem? Becky, you want to start?
It's getting for some reason it's getting worse, and it's non-stop. And when we try to discuss about things like this, it's isn't that normal? It's something it's already happened in the current situation, every day. Why do you want to make big fuss of? Most of the time people don't experience that kind, so they can easily say that. But for those who experience things like that, it's oh, I'm not important. No, everyone is important. And I think that women who face struggles in this kind of situation, they feel not safe everywhere, because every time they walk or they go anywhere, they feel being judged. Like I said before, no confidence.
So basically what you're trying to say, it matters because the situation is getting worse. Okay, what about Jiun? Do you want to add more?
I kind of agree with what Becky says. The situation has become more worse due to the expense of social media in our life. People are using social media to post their photos, sharing their life. But at the same time, actually, it also the rise of influencers, which also contributing on the sexualizing on women.
Alright, so do you guys think only women experience sexualization?
I think men also facing the sexualization, because men also not safe. Wow, I see the cake. Wow.
Do you have any specific example?
Okay, for example, a man who go work out in the gym, they got their butt. Their butt is so.
Oh, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's big out, and then the woman sexualized in the comment. Oh my God, he got that cake. Not just a woman, right? But it's a man. It's also from man. Man got that cake right up. I'm like,
but it got me thinking. Where do we put the line of actually taking it as a compliment that is a harassment. Yeah. Where do we put the line? Or does it depends on the individual or what?
I think it should be also referring the individual perspective, like how they view this. If they think it's harassment, that it is. If they think it's accomplishment, then maybe it's not. But it's really hard to put a line there because there is the power relation between men and women. So it's kind of hard for us to really define that. When a woman sexualizing men, is it like a form of harassment? Because the power relation exists.
We can also talk about the jokes all over the internet or meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can look at this image and tell us what you think.
At first, I didn't get it about this image about. But when I'm more getting used of the social media, internet, and I get what it means because sometimes.
You mean two girls liking donuts?
At first, yeah, I thought like, oh, maybe they got different taste of donut. Like when I read the comments, like, oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Jiun? What
I think about it.
Yeah. What you think about this?
Actually, I get what it means. Actually, it's basically
Disgusting.
yes, it's like making fun of like the old women's sexual ability because they think like, oh, old women should not have sex.
It's
Like,
really disgusting to
it's
me.
like, you have been used for many times, so it's like, so basically it make laugh of the old women's sexualities when it compared to young women. So basically in this meme, what they actually making fun is the old women as an old object that have used many times, compared to young girls that didn't have been used and still young are more valuable in the society.
Still fresh.
Yeah, men will shape the societal perception, influence how women being treated in the society, which is the things that beyond the memes. It's not like I'm making fun here, I stop here. No, it's still influencing our society.
Treating women as commodities. Can you explain that more?
Okay, so where if this kind of perception, this kind of ideology will develop, it can result in women are being sexualized in more extreme way. I would like to use the example of like Room in South Korea, like in 2020. Basically, it's criminal cases that involve blackmail, cyber sex trafficking, and spreading of sexual exploitative videos through internet. Specifically, is through the Telegram app. Most of the victims are teenagers from like 14 years old to 18 years old. And in that chat room, they're calling the victim as slave and blackmailing them to take pornographic.
I have a question. Does the victim know that their picture is being sold, or is it being sold?
Yes.
Okay. Does the victim know?
Yes, they are being forced to upload that.
So they're doing it because they are forced, or is it like
they are being treated to doing that because the perpetrator, the one who create the Telegram room, the one who sell it to expose those picture to their family, right? So they force them to like, you have to film a pornographic for me, and then I will just give back your photos to you. So some of the teenagers did, and then after that they'll be again and again treated with same like, okay, now I get your
so that there's no way out in this situation? Okay. So Becky, do you have any case that you want to share with us?
I think it's the same like Jiun one, but it's not called the night room because I often saw on like Instagram like they viring this that kind of cases, and it's kind of in the Telegram, like they put in the camera and like hotel, and somehow the mirror that we are in the hotel, right? It's kind of have another person behind that mirror.
Oh, so it's like a two-way mirror.
Yeah, two-way mirror, and then it's like recording without your consent, like, yeah, right.
And then you know what's worse is
Yeah.
that people is actually making money out of this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I found out a group on Telegram, and it was very disgusting, and it was exposed on Twitter. There was a group that was sharing pictures of kids. You know, it was
Children pornography.
children pornographic, and I think it's really really messed up, and it makes me sick to my stomach. So Jun's gonna continue with her end-room stuff.
Okay. When the end room news came out, actually there are still like have men who saying that like where's the link? I want like how I want to enter the channel room or what. And even some of it, they blame the victims to provide those kind of explicit photo and like videos to the perpetrators.
After this case came out,
Yeah.
some of the public reaction is negative. Like some of the reaction is like really negative.
Some of like most of the people saying that this is a crime, that this they didn't make
So
fun
most
of it.
most
But
people,
There's some, it's like a little bunch of people.
those sick-minded bastard.
Yeah, they're still like okay, they're like showing like, oh, this is not a big deal. They're just to make fun of it, like, oh, where's the link? I want to get the link. How I gonna enter the Telegram channel?
So
I want to see.
thinking about it, I think it really shows that we don't have any empathy anymore for serious crimes, you know.
Yes, it's like they just
Right.
make it like, okay, I just make it fun. I just make a joke only.
They
Yeah,
take
but-
everything as a joke.
Yeah, I mean, like romanticizing the thing like joke, like it's just a joke, but it's not actually.
Yeah, but somehow it reflects for the sexual exploitation cases. It's like they don't think it's a big deal, which also reflect that women are treated as community and no one's care about that.
I agree with you. I also want to talk about how like some women choose to sexualize themselves. Some people would say it's their choice, it's their body right to do something like that.
It's like when I see the comments lah, and it's like, oh my god, you're so nice, or something like, it's so saggy, like, yeah, you know what I mean. But then there's someone like, let her be, but then it's still kind of like you guys said before. It's like it's up to the perspective of the individual lah.
What do you think,
I
Jiun?
have a different idea because I don't think like when someone posts like sexy photos or what, it means that like he or she is agree to be harassed. It's not. It's like they have the right to like how they want to dress, how they want to what.
And
kind of
some people want to express themselves. Can some
Yes.
people use social media platform as a platform to feel confidence, to
Yeah.
build their self-confidence.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that they agree to being harassed. No.
Yeah, but also Instagram has a feature where the influencers could like turn off the comment section. So
What?
what?
Yeah, they have the choice to turn the comment section. Yeah, I know that, but yeah, it's the choice to turn off. Some people can, so they can just put the comment off. So it's up to them.
Do you guys think there's a solution for this? Honestly,
It depends on like what kind of sexualization on women you want to tackle. So if like using the example of cyber sex crime, like end room, so that part like legalizations have to involve, and the multi-technology company like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them have to take roles on this.
I think there should be a limit to you know, if yes, I understand that this platform, they value their customers privacy and confidential, but I feel like there should be
A line of
yeah,
it.
a line of it.
Freedom of speech doesn't saying that you can do anything you want. You can speak anything
Exactly.
you want. It's not.
Somehow right now I think that when they are misusing the freedom of speech, like using in the different context that it's supposed to be, like you defending, sometimes they kind of defend,
They're defending the wrong thing.
something like that, but
I have I want to disagree for a certain thing, because I'm not saying that the Telegram are agree of like sexual exploitations of children and women. They actually is against it, but due to their data privacy policies, they have to protect the data privacy.
Okay, so another thing that I want to ask you guys about is how some women use their body to help them with their financial situation, or to help them financially. And we see that a lot, right? They've been using platforms like OnlyFans, where their audience are required to subscribe to them, thus they make money out of it. So do you guys think like this kind of platforms actually it's really bad in towards our goal to minimize the sexualization of women?
okay, I will talk about the minimalizing the sexualization. Okay, for me, I don't think it can minimalizing the sexualization of women, because you know what, we don't know how many newcomers registering in the OnlyFans. Even though you try to stop it, but it can't, because you know it's kind of like spreading it, like
Is it like stopping us, or is it like becoming like a barrier for us to minimize this issue, you know?
maybe it's getting increased the user of the OnlyFans, and it kind of like, we don't know statistics. Have you been into OnlyFans?
No.
Have you checked about the
What makes you think I
site, right? They register to be the porn user. I know the statistic, like they do something, I mean like that lah, but
is it increasing?
like what I mean is, do you know that is it increasing? But
Oh, you're asking me if it's increasing. I don't know the actual statistic of it, but I think it is increasing. Before this, I only see this like within the Americans, you know, but now I see like a few Malaysian started to use this.
Okay, when you mention that, okay, I suddenly remember. You know that we have the police who have like like HAS section, like they check on the website from Malaysia. You know how many? 1 million users of the porn website.
But isn't like the famous porn website is banned in Malaysia?
VPN, girl.
Oh,
You know what? Sometimes when I go to illegal website like watching anime, it's like pop up. Kenalan 2 kilometer dari anda.
Even comic, right? I'm looking for Japanese comic, just like the normal one. Okay, so sometimes it pop ups like, oh, like the porn site or what. I just like, I have to close it.
and if you see like those pop outs, the body image is so unrealistic.
The body image always be the women.
Yeah, it's like you have big chest, but you don't have any more fat, just big chest, and everything is small.
Your backbone is so curved. Like it's not even a realistic one. It's like you have the psoriasis.
Yes, and then like most of the time they did wear really less clothes, even like nude.
It doesn't show what actual women wear on a daily life. No, it's like
No, it's not even the real one. It's like the imaginary one. You know what? Okay, I highlight about the anime, right? There's the characters like she's like Loli. Loli is term for kids. Someone who looks like a children. She has a bigger chest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she must be an introvert, shy, and whatnot.
I need to find out about this.
I can give you a recommendation if you want to.
No, girl,
No,
that's
you
wrong.
find out.
I don't want to go to jail.
No. I want you to see how they portray that one. No, I use.
Oh, okay. You can send me, and then we can add it to the video.
It's also related with like how the male standard on women's body.
yeah.
Like they're preferring someone that like young and small. Can you imagine like what's wrong with the society right now?
Like nice waist, like small waist, small size of waist, but bigger boobs and ass. They want smaller brain also because they can control that, because they can dominate that.
Okay, I want to add on like they want girls who are young but have sexual ability.
It's kind of like sickening because we find out about this information through the internet itself. So it shows that the internet, it doesn't have any filter.
Yes, it is. Like we can really easily access for this one. When we can access easily, how about the children today's?
You know, pornography addiction, porno addiction lah. Yeah. Kind. I read what is the consequences of like when you addict to the porn, and then it's like it takes time for you to recover that. It's like it's far more worse than taking drugs.
Porn is like mentally.
Yeah, by that, but with the porn, it's like it's kind of haunting you. Like you want to do it again and again and again.
Okay, some people choose to post sexual images of themselves, and they say that this is a part of self-empowering.
Okay, so actually I read some article about this. This is the point of view from like sex positive feminists. There are those people who like posted their photos and what they are actually challenging the gender social norms. Normally we didn't allow women to posting those kind of photos, right?
In our culture, I don't know, but it's kind of related to religion. Actually, my religion, Islam, is actually men cannot expose their, even from the apa ni, pusat tu. Actually,
Belly button.
Yeah, belly button actually can expose, but actually to show to everyone is actually cannot. But since it had become a culture, they just don't care anymore about that. It's like men can, but women cannot. Yeah.
Like double standard, right?
Yeah, double standard.
Okay, I get what you mean. Like, when like the culture is kind of open already, but the control of women are still happening. It's not like equally applied to men as well. What I think for the future, I think because sexualizing on women that exists for a really long time, and yes, is it hard to tackle it with it, right? But I think that is also necessary to us for doing that, like increase the awareness, doing advocacies and stuff, so to make like more people realize this is wrong.
I actually agree with you. I agree with your point that people need to know what is wrong and what is right.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also for me as well, it also start from us. Like we are, as a woman, I need to have the encourage to face people who does that thing. You know, like saying that that degrading women, something like that. It also start from like we defend ourselves, our pride. You know what? Sometimes men, they have the ego, something like that. They want to trample, dominate the thing, situation, environment. Like we also can we need to have the courage to take on
To stand up.
Yeah, to stand up, to fight. So from our action, we can also be inspiration for others as well. Yeah. Sorry for that.
So it's good for us to change our mindset towards more positive mindset, because once we start changing our mindset towards more positive path, automatically our action will also be positive.
Yeah.
I guess that's all from us. And Dr. Shirin, thank you for your time, and please give us a I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye bye.